Welcome, everybody, to your Wednesday edition of your morning workout talk, brought to you by your one and only literary pharaoh. 4:27 in the morning, in the a.m. Headed to the gym, doing chest and triceps today. I'm gonna try to get in some legs, and that's gonna be it. But I do have to be very creative and sort of innovative with my workout today. I probably won't be able to do as much as I want because I got to be at work a little bit earlier than normal. So I have to be very, very careful in how I manage my time inside the gym. However, I'm still going to get a good workout, so that's what matters. And yesterday, I wasn't able to get up in the morning and do my usually morning yoga workouts that I do on Tuesday, Thursdays. If you guys can recall, I told you guys that Monday, Wednesday, Friday gym stuff was great, but that feeling of working out and taking a cold shower after working out felt so good that I wanted to incorporate something in between the days that I did not go work out that would still allow me to get some kind of exercise in and taking that shower. It's just a euphoric feeling. I mean, any one of you guys out there that does that, you guys know what I mean. That exercising can release endorphins. It's not can, it does release endorphins. It's a scientific fact. It releases endorphins, and endorphins is a hormone. It's a hormone that creates feelings of euphoria, or sort of a high. So you can see why certain people are addicted to working out, and addiction is subjective as well. There are many people who are addicted to eating, but you can't tell them they're addicts because they're just telling you they're hungry. And there's certain people that are addicted to the gym, but you can't tell them that they're addicts. They'll just tell you that they're just focused and dedicated and disciplined. Now, me personally speaking, I don't think that I'm addicted to the gym or working out, because if I was, I would work out every day, Monday through Sunday. I don't. I used to only work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a long time. Tuesday and Thursdays, I wouldn't even consider that. Well, I guess you consider a yoga stretch. Yeah, it's a workout, but it's not intense. Like, I'm just stretching, I'm moving. Now, I do break a sweat when I'm doing the yoga. Don't get me wrong. It's not something that I can say doesn't pose a challenge. It's not that I'm just sitting there doing nothing, because I'm not gonna engage in an activity that doesn't push me. So I'll be lying to you if I told you that what yoga is nothing. It's just me stretching. Yeah, it's more than stretching. It's stretching, that challenging stretches, holding yourself in certain positions for a considerable amount of time, and it poses a challenge. So you can say that I work out Monday through Fridays, okay? But I'm constantly moving my body. But nobody says anything about people who work 2 or 3 jobs. They just say they're working hard. You don't call people who go to work every day work addicts. They work because they have to work, right, to pay bills. We can justify a person working every day. But if a person works out every day, then people call them addicts. And that's what I'm saying. It's really subjective. It depends on how you're doing it and what you're sacrificing. Like, if I'm sacrificing my time with my children, and I'm sacrificing time with my wife and skipping out on important things just to go to the gym, then I believe then you can start considering it to be an addiction. But if I'm not doing that, then it's up to the individual, because life and death is what we do with our bodies and what we put in our mouths. Okay, so it's about your decision. So if you make a decision to get up every morning to go to work, you've trained your brain to believe that if I don't go to work, I'm going to lose my job. I'm not going to have this income to pay my bills, to buy my trinkets, to buy my toys, to live a certain lifestyle that I'm used to. You've told yourself that repeatedly to justify going to work every day, and no one is going to be given the empowerment to say that, hey, you're an addict, because whoever calls a person a work addict is an addict themselves, because we are all, majority of Americans are wage slaves, and we're all sort of addicted to working. All right, but let me remove the word addicted. We're all committed and consistently going to work. So if somebody can be consistently a worker, why can't somebody be a consistent gym goer? I would argue in saying going to the gym consistently is much more important than going to work every day. Now, some of you guys may find that very, I don't know, and you may find that to be an inverted concept. You may say, how the hell do you think that working out is important than going to work? Going to work is the most important thing in the world. No, it's not. Going to work steals your effing time and kills your health, because you're not focused on yourself. You're not focused on your inner self. You're not meditating. You're not thinking of ways to be innovative. You're not even operating to your higher self. You're subjecting yourself to someone else's company to make them more money, just for them to give you a little bit of pocket change, just so you can put more fuel in your car to get home, to go home, to take your shower, to eat, to refuel yourself, to bring your ass back there again. So no longer does your slave master have to provide you. Okay, no longer does your slave master have to provide you those things. They give you just enough money to provide that for yourself. Pay your bills so you can have your own house to live in. Your slave master doesn't have to do that for you. They just give you enough just for you to bring your ass back there again. So now you are dependent. You are dependent upon your employer. Okay, that's a loss of control. I would say that the person who makes the conscious decision by volition, making their own choice to say, hey, look, I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to commit myself to go to the gym 5 days out of the week. Or even if a person wants to go 7 days out of the week, so be it. Okay, I'd say that's more of a better calling to me, because you're taking care of your body. You're worshiping. That's the true form of worship. Not worshiping some external God outside of you, or these fake beings that pose as gods. Simpletons who have the genetic makeup of the worship gene lodged into their system when they were created, or when we were all created by these Anunnaki extraterrestrial beings, because they've put that worship gene in us, but we have the ability to turn it off. It's all triggered by electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs. That's what it's triggered by. That's why I tell people all the time, you can't talk somebody out of religion any more than you can talk somebody into it. And people want to use, oh, it's spiritual, the demons are blocking you, the devil is not. It's not that. It's frequency. It's channeled by you, and it's channeled by the external environment that you're in, by your ecosystem, by what you eat, the decisions you make. People don't pull themselves out of religion, out of the traps of religion, just because they just got some factual information. As a matter of fact, it's not even a logical thing that people can do. It's not that you just wake up and things start to make sense. You figure out that religion is something that's a big fat lie. That's not it. It's something that happens. It's a genetic. It's something genetic in the gene, in our genome, in our biochemistry, that we have the ability to turn off, and we also have the ability to turn it on. But it's all based. All right. It's all indicative of the kind of lifestyle we live. Desperate people who are hopeless tend to be people who gravitate towards religion, because they're hopeless, but yet they've told themselves and taught themselves that they have hope in a savior, or hope in some external power that's going to do it all for them. People who grow to have hope, who have confidence in themselves, okay, not confidence based upon something outside themselves to then transmit that confidence back into themselves. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a confidence about you, an empowerment about you, an increased sense of accountability about you, the belief about yourself and about the things that you're able to do. That takes a lot of work. That takes time. That takes conditioning. So it's not something that somebody can just wake up one morning, oh, I don't believe in religion. Or it's not a thing that a person can just wake up and say, oh, I want to believe in this God that's going to save me and do this and do that. Most people, not all, but the majority of people who gravitate towards religion are people who are operating consistently on a low vibrational output, low frequency, low emissions. You say, what do I mean by that? Exactly what I just said, low frequency. Frequencies as shame, guilt, pride, ego. people who live in a mire of hopelessness, people who are desperate, or people who see something that they want so bad, they feel like they're powerless. So they feel like the only way that I can get this thing is to kind of, maybe if I extend myself to something that I can't see, and maybe some kind of hocus pocus way, everything will work itself out. If I do my good deeds and do what I'm supposed to do, and pray every day, and go to church, and just keep my head down, and just continue just to do, and maybe this God will open up a door for me to have this or have that. So it's sort of infantile to me, and it's based in the concept of having a mindset that's attached to being a simpleton. What do I mean by a simpleton? A simple-minded person, a person that can't think beyond what's in front of them. Myopic viewpoints, myopic vantage points. That's what religion sucks you into. So when a person's working out, or a person decides to do that, you can call them a work addict. You can call them, oh, you work out a lot. You're a gym. You're exercise fiend, or you're an exercise addict. You can take the titles and do whatever you want to do with titles and name calling. But I would argue and say that the person who makes the decision to take care of themselves is actually more empowered than the person who thinks that going to work every day is something that's powerful. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Gotta be careful. I'm not getting paid to do this. What do I get paid? $30, $40, $50 an hour for coming to the gym? Hell no. I don't get any payment for this. The only payment that I get is the satisfaction of knowing that I'm taking care of my body. No different than a person purchasing a home and making sure that they're, cutting the lawn, keeping the grass cut, watering the grass, cleaning the inside of the house, power washing the external framing of the brick or the siding of the home. You gotta upkeep. Everything requires upkeep. How much more the damn body? We spend a lot of time upkeeping materials that are gonna eventually just decay and be broken and thrown in the garbage one day. And eventually we all meet our fate. Eventually we're all mortal. We all have a date of reckoning. No one lives forever. But until that time comes, you do your damn best to take care of yourself. All right? Always remember that. Always remember that. Taking care of yourself is the most important thing. That's why I do what I do. That's why even yesterday, when I couldn't wake up in the morning to do my yoga workout, I'm starting to have my dedication and discipline is starting to rub off on my wife even more. Because there are times when my wife will go, she may go a week where she doesn't go to the gym. Then she's kind of off and on. But I don't force her. I've never done that. I don't believe I would like her to. I would like her to have the dedication I have, but I don't push her. I leave her be. I think the best influencer, the best way you can influence people is to continue to do what you're doing. And when they see something remarkable in you, and they see a certain output and outcome and results, then they tend to kind of bend towards, the lifestyle that you are living. And she's starting to see like, damn, this dude is like a robot. And it makes her probably feel a certain kind of way where she needs to probably get up on her high horse and do something. So yesterday, when I was at work, I didn't wake up in the morning because I went to bed a little later. Me and my wife have been watching this Netflix series. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's called Your Honor. Is that same guy, the actor that acted in Breaking Bad? He's in that movie. He's the father. Well, I don't want to tell you guys the story, but it's you'll see it for yourself. That's what we've been watching. And usually when I get to bed, I just want to go to sleep. But usually when we watch that, each episode is roughly an hour, 55, 56 minutes long. So there are times we watch 2 of them. So if I get to bed around 8-ish, I end up going to bed around 10 something. And so then if I go to bed around 10 something, and then I have to wake up at 4. See, on the days I go to the gym, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I wake up at 3:45. Okay. On days that I don't go to the gym, Tuesday, Thursdays, I wake up at 4. So I get 15 extra minutes of sleep. But that day I just didn't feel like getting up because I stayed up too late. I stayed up longer than then 10. I think we stayed up till like around almost 11. And I just told myself, look, I went to the gym Monday already. I'm not gonna wake up and do this because sleeping is just as important as going to the gym. Your rest is actually more important than your gym going. If you're not getting proper sleep and proper nutrition, going to work out, your workouts don't mean anything. In order for me to see the gains that I want to see, I have to make sure I rest, because that's where your body regenerates itself. That's where growth happens. Whatever outcome that you're looking for is going to happen when you're sleeping, not when you're awake. And working out when you're super tired is like the dumbest thing you can do, because you're actually overstressing yourself, and that's not good. So I decided just to sleep and wake. And I woke up at 6 a.m. But then I told myself when I got to work yesterday that I'm going to come home, because my wife, she said, oh, I'm going to go for a run this morning. And she went for a run, and she came back and did some ab workouts in the driveway. And that's all I asked for. You don't have to necessarily go to a gym, but she's making the effort. She has a gym membership. We go to the same gym. So she did some work. She got some work in. And then myself, I said, wow, she's going for a run and doing her abs. I text her back. I said, when I get home, I'm going to try to do my yoga workout after I pick the kids up. Because my wife had to take my daughter to piano lessons and then take my other daughter to her track practice. And then I had to get the kids. Like it was some things we had to do with the kids first. So I made sure I got the kids settled first. Committed to my daddy duties, and after that I did my yoga workout. The thing about the yoga workout is that you're sitting in one spot and you're moving around for an hour, like you're stretching. It becomes tense midway. I'm dripping with sweat. So I like the fact that I can incorporate different things into my workout, like going to the gym, working out on different body parts, and then on days when I'm resting, I'm stretching. That's the best way to see gains. So she even motivated me. So in a way, like when you have a partner, when you have a significant other that you're with, or even if you have a good friend, you guys have to be able to feed off one another. Like her telling me that she was gonna go running and do some ab work motivated me to come home and do the yoga that I did not do in the morning. Because usually I like to get my workouts done in the morning, get them out the way so I can go out with my day. Coming back from work doing that was very hard. Like it's a mental shift for me, and I'm big on routine. And if someone breaks my routine, it's very difficult for me to get back on it. But I didn't let that become a barrier. I broke through that possible mental barrier, and I went on ahead and did what I needed to do yesterday when I got back from work at home. So, yeah. So it's always good, just because sometimes you get, we motivate each other. We're relational beings. And even me doing these videos, I don't know, maybe it's motivating some of you guys too. I don't know. If it isn't, it isn't. But I'm sure it's motivating some people. You guys are probably looking like, damn, this guy's consistent. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he's doing this. And just because I don't make a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday doesn't mean I didn't go to the gym. There's some times where I don't make the video because my schedule has changed and I'm not going in the morning, but I make sure I get something in. If you're going to make sure that you eat every day, you got to make sure you work out every day. Or if you don't work out every day, make sure you do something to take care of yourself. So that's the world I live in. That's the most important thing to me. It's not chasing money, even though we know money is important. It's a significant part of our reality and we can't escape it. I'm not saying don't work. But don't make working be the most important thing. Taking care of yourself is the most important thing. Worshiping yourself. Seeking your higher self within yourself. Instead of praying to a God, do something for yourself, to empower yourself to get what you want. With thoughts, with words, with actions, with deeds. Be a master of everything that you do. Master the most minute things. Master the most marginal things that people overlook. Master the mundane. Discipline yourself. You look at my shorts video. I got a short video with Tyson saying that discipline is doing something you hate like you love it. And that's exactly what my life entails. You think I want to do this? You think getting up, sitting here in the freaking parking lot at 4 something in the morning is cool? Most people are in their damn beds, knocked the hell out in REM sleep, deep sleep, dreaming. Most people wake up, stuff their mouths with breakfast and food, and get in a car, go to Starbucks. They're constantly seeking pleasure from food. They're constantly seeking comfort, which is why they look like they look, which is why majority of Texans are fat as hell. 66% of Texans are obese. So you tell me where a man looking for a beautiful woman is going to find that. It's very hard. Most of the beautiful women, they're either probably on Instagram, or there's some Instagram models, or they're being whored out to older rich men who have the money to put these girls on yachts, doing all sort of sexual things on these yachts and crazy things. It's very hard to find a well-rounded woman rooted in a great foundational base mentally and looks good physically. It's very hard because most women that are physically attractive, they're jaded. They're jaded because the world has got to them before you can get to them. Men with money have showered them with so much gifts that who are you? So then it causes the young man to be a person that wants to pursue money to get what he wants. But in your endeavor and your ambition to pursue money, you end up doing what to your health? Putting your health on the back burner. Then you get the money, now you look like shit. It's very rare that you can do both if you pursue money in that way. Now, some people can do it. Now, some people have the ability to do it later. They look like crap. They were unhealthy. Their bodies were breaking down. They pursued money. Now that they have money, now they can create the time to actually spend on working on their body. You have that. You have that scenario. But the other scenario that I initially mentioned, the one that gives up everything to pursue money to get the girl that he wants, be careful with that. Because while you're young, while you're pursuing money, you make sure you pursue your health. And if you can't do both, you pick one out of the other that's more important. And I would say your health is more important. Because that beautiful girl that you're chasing, that ideal, that image, that icon that you're chasing, because iconias it means image. That's where we get the term icon from. That image that you're chasing, eventual time, age kicks in. She's not going to look the way she looks forever. And I would argue, not even an argument, it's not even a debate. Men, we look better with age. Realistically speaking, we do, especially men who, you don't have to take care of yourself that much. You just look better with age. We look better with age. Look at a woman that's older after having children. Look at their bodies and look at the way they look, and look at a man who hasn't had his body stretched and transformed due to childbearing. A lot of women are attracted to older men anyway. It gives them a sense of stability. They have this sense of stability and have this sense of protection from this older, mature man. But either way, I don't even know why I got on this subject about relationships. But what I'm saying is that the point of this is that don't chase money. Don't chase money. Don't chase women. Chase the perfection of yourself. You say, how do I do that? Exactly what I just said. Perfect everything that you do. Be dedicated to something. Be a master of something. Try to be a master of something. And even in your attempt to be a master of something is masterful. Because when you master something, you don't even know that you've mastered it. That's when you know you've mastered it, because it becomes easy. Like walking. We've mastered walking. You don't think about walking. It's just an involuntary act. It's a neural response. The neurotransmitters of the brain, you've done it for so long that you don't have to practice how to walk. The pathways of the brain has already taught you how to walk. So you've mastered that. So you just do it. That's what mastering life is. You just do it. I've mastered discipline because I'm doing things I hate like I love it. How many people can do that? You don't think that I like junk food? You don't think that those foods don't... You don't think... The reason why people eat junk foods is not that they're not eating them because they purposely want to get sick. They're eating them because they put chemicals in there that are addictive. Those chemicals are addictive and they're good and they make you feel good because it's mood food. The mood food. How many people are stressed and depressed? They just can't wait to get that meal they've been looking for. We are all emotional eaters. Do you know how hard it is to turn off your emotions? Because we're all led by emotions, energy and motion, which is what emotion means. Turn that shit off and eat something that's healthy. They may not have the same taste, but when you see how those health foods make you look and feel, that's what I'm more concerned with. That's what's more important to me. How does this make me feel and how does this make me look? If it makes me feel good and I look good, I will bypass the food that gives me that momentary emotional relief. The sugars, the junk foods, the sweet stuff. Come on, man. And we're so stressed. We're releasing cortisol See men with the belly fats and all that stuff, drinking beer and stuff. Man, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Call me shallow, call me whatever, but human beings are supposed to look a certain way, and the majority of us don't even look the way we're designed to look because we're poisoning ourselves to death. We continue to put junk in our bodies. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with that there. Thank you guys for indulging me in another morning workout talk on this Wednesday, and I'll give you guys another video on Friday. All right, take care, guys. All right, bye.